I see what ho, chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Bertie here. Yes, fellows, and I dare say we are nigh here, as you can see, in Battlefield 4 to discuss some rather exciting Easter eggs and rumours of Easter eggs, you know.
Well, we most certainly are, chap. Yes, indeed. As well as, trying to win as well.
Well, indeed, we're trying to win, but that's a sort of secondary objective, I say. Now, fellows, of course, I dare say we are discussing here what has been rumoured in the past, firstly, to be, well, you have this told by, what is it I say?
Well, we're talking about, Easter eggs, or sounds.
Yes, that's right, old chap. I shut the elevator door away, never mind. Carry on.
That have been found to be in Battlefield somewhere.
Yes.
Now, there are various Easter eggs that are already known. For example, in the mines, there's some bad ghosts we showed the other day, isn't it?
Oh, that's right, of course. The mysterious ghostly miners on Nancha Strike. That's right.
That's right. Now, they're there. And also, of course, the dead goat. Remember the dead goat we showed?
The poor dead goat. Yes, he's on road transmission, isn't he, old boy? He's a poor little fellow.
Yes.
He is, of course, a reference to the well-known film series Jurassic Park.
Most certainly is. And of course, they're there. But there are also other hidden Easter eggs around about the place. And there's also some sounds for those as well.
Are there really, old boy?
Yes, most certainly. Now, on Golmud Railway.
Golmud Railway, right?
Yes, Golmud Railway, yes. There's purported to be a sound of a Yeti.
My goodness me, really?
Yes, some form of sound of a Yeti. Now, do we have that sound?
Yes, indeed, old boy. And of course, we're going to play it for you. Now, this is apparently a ghastly Yeti roar of some sort, although we don't exactly know how it's triggered yet.
Most certainly. So, shall we play the sound now or in a minute?
By George, why not, old chap?
Right.
And I think we're into something, old boy. We are, of course, here capturing Point D, but as you heard there, a nasty Yeti sound, you know.
Yes, a nasty Yeti sound.
Yeti, dear boy.
Yeti, yes. Yes. A nasty Yeti sound indeed. And of course, this in Golmud Railway. Now the thing is, this points to the fact that there must perhaps be somewhere, obviously, a Yeti there.
Well, indeed, old boy. If there is a Yeti sound indeed in the game files and somewhere in the map, then surely, as Birdie says, somewhere there has to be a Yeti stomping around. But of course, the question is he stomping in the field or oh, I see. There's someone behind me. Here it is. So, thank you, old chap. All very nice, I say.
Very nice.
Right, of course, as I was saying, is the Yeti stomping around the field, or is he in some way perhaps only a sound file or an Easter egg?
Well, exactly, yes. In other words, what happens or what do you have to do to trigger him?
Yes, of course,
we don't
right.
know. And of course, it's rumoured that there could be quite a lot of these things in the battlefield that people don't know about, that hasn't been triggered yet or whatever.
That's exactly right, old boy. These are, of course, the subject of some very interesting investigations on the part of Battlefield 4 players to find out exactly what the truth is behind these mysteries. And of course, we're not going to know until someone either stumbles across this by accident or somehow hacks his way in, conducts investigations, etc. and so forth.
Most certainly, yes, or just stumbles just accidentally across it. But there's a sound there, so there could be a Yeti actually there somewhere. Perhaps he does damage to a player or just a
Right, I'm the Yeti, I'm stalking someone. Take that, I say. That's from me, you know. Oh, he's getting away. He's getting away. No.
Yes, that particular Yeti had some extra ammunition as well. But
extra ammo, that's right. Where is he, I say? He's been shot with a mortar. Good show. Oh, no, he hasn't. He hasn't. He is, old boy. He's over there, I say. Oh, the knife man, he was there all along.
The knife man spotted the Yeti.
Oh, my word.
He knew!
That was a great bait mate, I think, old chap.
Yes, of course, the Yetis, they can't be shot, you see, Yetis.
They can't be shot,
They're too clever for that, they dodged the bullet, so he knifed him instead.
That's a rather interesting point, old boy. If this Yeti is indeed real, then is he actually something that you can shoot, or is he rather... Oh, there's a floating jet. Is he rather like the shark who's invincible and cannot be destroyed by any means?
Well, it's a good point, I suppose. Well, he could be invincible, like the old shark, I guess.
Well, indeed, old boy. But of course, as I say, we're not going to find out unless someone actually comes across it. Now, also, I understand there's something else, old boy.
Oh, there's more! There's always more!
There's always more!
Well, yes, you are. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. There is more. Now, the thing is, there's apparently a rogue transmission.
Rogue transmission, right?
That's absolute rubbish. In rogue transmission.
In rogue transmission?
There's a rogue transmission in rogue transmission, yes, we're trying to find out what it is.
Really?
Yes, apparently there are shaking leaves
yes.
and a roar of a T-Rex.
I think you're right, old boy. Now, of course, the roar of the T-Rex and the shaking leaves are already quite well known, because you see, videos, what you have to do on that map is simultaneously press some buttons with another player on the other side of the map in order to trigger the Easter egg. Now, of course, that's not an Easter egg in the form of the shark. That's more like an Easter egg that is an audible thing, but nonetheless, it's definitely an Easter egg.
Oh, yes. Now, have we got the sound of that? For those who haven't heard it.
Of course. Now, indeed, as you're about to hear, videos, T-Rexes and shaking leaves. Tally-ho! And we're getting shot to pieces in our helicopter. Let's run away, shall we? Who's hitting me? I can't see the blighter.
You'll be roaring in a minute, but I think it'll be with anger.
Roaring with rage. I've got 13 points on this bloody thing. Some repair it, I say.
Eustace, come on.
All right, Fedios. So as you... I see, there's a good chap. He's going to repair us, I'm sure.
Oh,
now, Fedios, of course, as you heard there, T-Rexes and shaking leaves. What does this mean, I wonder? Well, indeed, of course, it's an Easter egg. But is there actually a dinosaur on that map? There's a boat. Let's run, shall we?
Oh, yes. I think there's a dinosaur on this map.
Thank you, Bertie. There would be if you were playing.
Ooh.
But yes, Fedios, of course, indeed, that's the question. Is he a real dinosaur or is it just a sign file?
Yes, that's the thing. But it does point to something. It's definitely there, which means, as we were saying earlier, that there's possibly loads of these all over Battlefield.
That's right, Elroy, but the developers are being notoriously crafty and quite difficult when it comes to actually revealing information on these Easter eggs. I say, my word, we've been shot by a jet. Oh my goodness.
But you're supposed to shoot the jet.
It's rather difficult, old boy. But anyway, they, of course, were very, very secretive when it came to revealing information about their Phantom program. Mayday, mayday, I'm going down, I'm going down. Where's the bail button? There it is. Oh, I pressed the E key, but it didn't work, old chap. Never mind.
That's what they'll say.
Yes, they all say that. Of course, they were very secretive about their Phantom program. They didn't reveal much information about it, and the community had to make a concerted effort towards actually deciphering what on earth was going on.
Yes, it did.
Yes, indeed. But of course, that's the road transmission and Golmud Railway Easter eggs covered. But what else do we have there, old boy? I understand this very map here, Hainan Resort, also has something of note.
Yes, Hainan Resort, indeed, this very map.
Yes.
Yet there's a rather interesting one with regard to this. Wouldn't it be fun if we found it now?
Yes, old boy. Very unlikely, I say. But what is it, El Chef? It's a Mortal Cad.
Yes, it's a Mortal. Yes, he doesn't care.
No, he doesn't know. Yes. Did we get him? Oh my word. Yes, so close.
No, yes, oh yes.
So close, old chap.
Nearly.
Now someone's on us, I say. Let's run, shall we?
Right, quick.
But yes, Hainan Resort, old boy.
Hainan Resort, yes. Now there's another one here. Perhaps, well, an exciting one, a fun one.
Really?
And it is apparently the sound of a flying high-speed object, likely like a UFO or something like that.
Really?
Some unidentified flying object thing.
I see.
Speeding along with a speeding sound, and then you hear it crash.
Do you really?
Yes, apparently the crashing sound afterwards.
Well, that's a very interesting point. Now, let's just play those sound files for
yes.
fellows. We're trying to avoid getting our heads shot off by this sniper, okay?
Yes.
We're going to get shot here, Fedels. Once again, very unfortunate timing, but oh, there he is! There he is! I can't see him through the grass. Sorry, Fedels, I cannot see this chap. I must apologise.
No, you're doing some grass cutting anyway.
Have a great day. That's for you, good sir. Yes, he's right in the corner behind the tree. Where is this absolute cad? I
don't know.
Cannot, for the jolly life of my chap, see where he is.
Well,
he's hiding somewhere.
Just shoot anything.
Well, I just don't know. But let's concentrate on what we're talking about, shall we,
Yes, now that sounds. Should we play it again?
Yes, okay, just once more then, for the chaps. Well, Fedels, we almost got him, I say. He was using a handgun. But indeed, as you hear there, Fedels...
He was using a handgun? You were using a machine gun?
Yes, I couldn't see him, because that's the trouble here. But perhaps some form of either a UFO or indeed perhaps a vehicle from the famous Star Wars series. We don't yet know what this is going to be, but one thing's for sure, it's very definitely something out of this world.
Yes, well, it certainly doesn't sound like a helicopter or a jet. It's all more of a UFO-y sound, whatever it is.
It is, right. Of course, the other theory that it could be is perhaps a rocket launcher of some sort, but I don't think it is that. It sounds too alien and unhuman to me.
Well, yes, and the crashing sound. I mean, is it crashing into something or is that just an explosion?
Well, indeed, anyway, is this vehicle actually coming in from the sky at high speed, landing and going kaboom? Or, as Bertie says, is it being shot down? Is it a missile being launched by an alien ship? What is it?
Yes, exactly. And also, of course, how do we unlock it? Well, we don't know at the moment.
Well, that's right, of course. Now,
it's there.
Bertie, of course, did cite earlier the Parasol Storm Easter egg, which is, of course, one we know about, which is where you'll have to trigger those two buttons in order to set the T-Rexes roaring and the leaves shaking, as it were. Now, of course, that requires player cooperation in order to actually unlock it, rather similar to the very well-known and famous Megalodon Easter egg, whereby, of course, 10 players have to congregate around a certain point in order for the shark to appear.
Definitely. Now, of course, if it's a matter of just triggering by one person or one player, then the chances of it happening are obviously much greater than if it's involving two people, as you say, got to do something at the same time.
That's right, and of course we very much know Battlefield 4 has a heavy emphasis on teamwork, working with your chums, etc. and so forth to get the job done. So I don't think that these Easter eggs, if they are real, are anything to do with a single player's actions. I rather think this is a team effort, whereby people have to band together and do something specific in order to trigger the said Easter egg.
Well, yes, it's possible, it could be, yes.
Yes, Yes, so, no, I didn't think I'll go inside there. Let's wait out here, shall we?
No.
Well, yes, so of course, videos, this rather increases the difficulty of finding the Easter eggs, because if they have to be done as a team effort, then of course, what do you do as a team effort? It's quite much easier to find something by yourself, as opposed to something where a lot of people all have to do the same thing.
Certainly, but it seems that these sounds are definitely there, so something must be there somewhere.
Yes, these again are sounds that have been discovered either in the game files or heard in-game, so they are real Easter eggs, videos, and of course, the hunt continues and is on as ever. It seems the Battlefield team really are playing their cards close to their chest and they're not telling us what's going on here.
It seems that way, yes indeed. Now you mentioned Parasol Storm a minute ago.
Yes.
Well, apparently there are rumours of another megalodon or shark-type creature on that map.
Really?
Well, that's what they say.
Well, that's very interesting. I've also heard rumours that there could be a UFO-type, device of some sort on the Parasol Storm map, but certainly the megalodon or shark, second variety thereof on Parasol, is the one that's causing the most interest in the community at the moment. Some people have said this is connected with what's known as the HVM-2 missile launcher. I think, no, it's a helicopter. As I was saying, so there's something to do with the HVM-2 missile launcher on that map. After the ship crashes, you'll see,
yes,
at capture point C, apparently an HVM spawns, and people believe it's something to do with gathering or congregating around that launch somehow to set the shark in motion.
Oh, interesting. It could well be a sort of multi-reaction, not just two people, but more than two.
Well, it's an interesting point, Elby. Of course, this is all very much... I've just heard the elevator go. Hold on.
Who is in the elevator?
No one's there. Of course, this is all very much subject to speculation at the moment, Phil.
Yes.
We don't yet know whether it's real. We don't even know whether there's much truth to these rumours, but we certainly do know that the Easter eggs themselves are real.
Oh, yes, indeed. They're there. The sounds are there. No doubt about that.
Those sounds are definitely being heard and definitely being made in the game, so we do have something to get our teeth into here. Of course, we have, as I say, previously shown Easter eggs in Battlefield 4 to do with ghosts and goats, so it's very plausible that T-Rexes and, of course, UFOs could be on the menu too.
Yes, indeed. The thing is, can we ever find them?
Well, Elby, that's...
Just imagine if we played this game for another 15 hours until we found them.
I don't think 15 hours would do it, old chap.
Wouldn't they? People would be pleased with us, wouldn't they?
Well, they would, Elby. I don't think we're going to find it in time. Well, buddy, what do you suggest we do, Elby? On Hainan Resort, what do we do to trigger the UFO, Elby?
You have to dig up something from the ground, perhaps?
Well, with C4, Elby.
The C4, yes.
Perhaps, old chap. We won, it's glorious, I say.
Yes, maybe you've got to win.
You've got to win, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to win. Hang on, wait a minute. Yeah, that's it.
Let's use our stinger to shoot this idiot out of the sky, shall we?
Yes, where is he?
You absolute can. Where are you going, I say? You can't hide from me. Take that for justice, I say. Wait, no, he's used his flares. Why do it, I say?
Yes, what are you trying to do? Threaten him with that?
I'm trying to repair my boat, sir.
Oh, I see, yes.
My boat has to be repaired like that, you see?
Yes.
Don't get broken, I say. That's no good.
Yes, broken boats are no good.
They're users, I say.
Fix boats before they break.
I'm trying to fix the boat, unfortunately trying to blow it up in the process. As I say, it's most unuseful, but...
Yes, you have to fix it quicker than they blow it up. That's the trick.
Yes,
Did you know that?
If you need Battlefield 4 tips for nails, you know where to go.
All will come straight here, yes.
Yes, indeed.
Fix your boat quickly before someone else blows it up.
Yes, absolutely.
Pro tip.
As you can see, just like that, Fidels, I'm trying to fix it, you can see here.
Yes, look at that gunship above, repair tool ribbon thing.
This is riveting gameplay, boat fixing live in HD.
Live in HD, yes, shooting guns, shooting things, getting shot, and fixing boats.
But make sure the title of this videogram is Boat Fixing HD, okay?
Yes, boat fixing HD.
This is very exciting.
Battlefield 3 or 4 or 5, something gameplay super hot.
With Game Jam and Buddy, as indeed.
Yes, it's Game Jam, but naturally.
Well, Videos, I think, of course, we have indeed covered some quite interesting grind today with Easter eggs certainly in the works there. But the question is, will they be fixed, or fixed, I said, will they be found sooner or later? We hope so.
Yes, and will there be other, perhaps, found things as hidden sounds, such as this?
What's that, Buddy? What are you doing now, chap?
It's a phantom locker!
What?
Yes, it's in this map! The phantom locker!
What do you mean, the phantom locker?
Yes,
Don't be silly, Eric!
He's trying to get you!
Stop knocking me out! What are you doing, I say? Buddy, it's all your fault now, chap, for goodness sakes!